Thank you, Coach. We are about 15 miles west of downtown Phoenix at State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Arizona Cardinals. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Shotgun now from Murray. Flush to his right. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. A little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 39-yard line.
Second and 12, operating from the 39. Out of the gun, here's Murray. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. Not a bad way to start it.
And I think that was part of their script because so many teams script their opening possessions. And whether it's just that possession or even deeper into the half, sometimes it's 15 to 30 plays. That had to be one in there where they call a shot play. Go for the big one, and they got it done.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. That'll be complete to Cook. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And very little daylight there. They'll get a couple up to the 44.
Murphy on the tackle. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's third
out of the gun now on third down. That's complete to his tight end, Sprinkle. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They fake the handoff. Now Murray going deep for Hopkins. This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins, 77 yards. And the Cardinals are able to show off their quick strike ability.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
First down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 33-yard line.
They run the counter with Cook, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher, 3rd and 6.
A loss of a yard on the play, and it's 3rd down.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And following that long touchdown pass, or one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Cardinals. Damian Harris, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. What a first quarter. Boom, you're up 3 scores just like that, the offense clicking.
And they're thinking to themselves, we can totally overwhelm this team. Now flip it over. They're going to get the ball back.
Yes.
Can't panic here. Talk to yourselves one play at a time to try and get back.
And that's cliche, but really that's the message. This is still very early on in the game. We're in the first quarter.
If you look at it as down 20, then you almost have no shot.
Matt Gay set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Chandler Jones, a former All-Pro, in on the tackle.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Open here, Adam Thielen. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards on the play. 1st down.
1st down, Vikings.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
And the Vikings 1st down.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. Past the 20. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. Now, boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the 2nd half.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And that stretches the lead to 27. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
Matt Gay set to kick off.
Gay now set to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Here we go, D.
From the gun, Murray. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this one is right down the middle. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point, or in this case, a field goal.
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Ball carrier.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there. 1st down, Vikings.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Hey, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
To the ground, Cook. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again on first down, Cook. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
And the Vikings first down.
Now Cook. Down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
We have 11 on the play. First down, Minnesota.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Being chased out left. He'll run it. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
A gain of 4. And it's third down.
Now a run with Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit.
The kick is good.
Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game.
Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with Murray has it knocked loose, fumble, and the Vikings pick up the football. And they are going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
So the Vikings bringing the offense back onto the field. They'll go for 2 here. Cook, they'll try and run it. They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit.
Vikings 15. Zane Gonzalez set to kickoff.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Here's Harris to return it. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go, D.
They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Brought down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
On the play.
Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up 3rd down. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
First down, here's the run with Cook. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On play action, they'll throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's caught. Nelson. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Justin Jefferson, as the first half is winding down, and the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Here's Harris to return it. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. 15-yard line. clock showing just 16 seconds till the half as they line up 1st and 10. Now Murray. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
And incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you on out to our studios in Orlando. Here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
J.J. Nelson, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
On 2nd down now. It's Cook. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Ball carrier.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he will have the Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
15 yards.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Chandler Jones has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
It's 2nd down.
Lets it fly for Thielen. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up 3rd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Trying to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
And this one will be down by a member of the kicking team at about the 40-yard line.
At their own 40-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a dump off here complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Well, one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line of
tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Vikings' 44-yard line.
Phoenix, Arizona is the spot. Glad to have you along for the ride. Third quarter action and a 2nd and 10 upcoming. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Now Murray off play action. And that is incomplete.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. The carry, it's Cook. And he's got some space here. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon. And I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
The ground, it's Cook. And this will be a Vikings first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football from triple option, you've actually called that play.
2nd and 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
He's crossing. He's checking play. He's coming. Check in. Yeah, let's get second. Switch.
And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. 2nd and 8. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Gun. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 36. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check 52's the money. Check 52's the money.
Going to run the toss here to Harris. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35. The tackle made by Landon Roberts.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
It's now 3rd and 10.
Flushed out right.
One play at a time. Here we go.
It's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. Now Cook hit, and he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get. Taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Finding Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They run, Cook. And maybe in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. $13 yards remaining on 2nd down. Throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals 16. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. To him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Todd Gurley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are within a 2-point conversion of tying this game. right now, a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll try and throw for it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jalen Thompson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
28. Zane Gonzalez set to kick.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Here's Harris to return it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On 2nd and 7, Murray. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A Cardinal 1st down, Murray to Hopkins.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Shotgun now for Murray. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
This is Harris. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Throwing on 2nd down. Murray eluding the pressure right. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage. But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
44 yards.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them a lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Brings up second and 12 at the 20-yard line.
And now it's second down, but here's the field goal team out onto the field. This for the lead in the final stages. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. They run it again with Cook. And this play a lot like the previous one, thanks to that stout Cardinal defense. Back-to-back, they've been tackled behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. Open space inside the 10. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on first and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. They'll run with Cook. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
At the 2-yard line.
On second and goal, Cook waiting in the backfield all alone. And they will take a knee and set up what would be a potential game-winning field goal try. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to take the lead here in the final minute. Gonzalez's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
At their own 32-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking two plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary, but you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
Let's see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. On play action, it's Murray. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. DeAndre Hopkins once again the intended target. And now it's 3rd down.
On the coverage.
Back to throw, Murray. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out.
Every time.
Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for Minnesota, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5. And they'll have another road date next week with the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, it's going to all but eliminate them from the playoff picture as they fall to 5-8. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.